Here's the good news. YouTube is healthy, growing, and the most profitable channel to establish your brand. But short form video is coming for the throne. 60% of all videos published on the internet in 2020 were under 2 minutes long. So here's the bad news. Those who ignore short form video will suffer the consequences.
Welcome to the Think Media Podcast. My name is Heather Torres, the host of this show, where we want to help you grow your influence on YouTube and then turn that influence into a high income and a high impact online business. And if you're brand new to the show and today's your first episode, we want to welcome you to the Think Media fam. Every single Tuesday, we release a brand new episode. So make sure you're locked in and subscribed wherever you like to listen to your content on. Now, today is exciting because we're going to be jumping into a two-part series. We're kind of pulling back the curtain to one of the keynote sessions at our conference, Grow with Video Live. Now, this conference was sold out, and this content you're getting today is not released anywhere else. So make sure you're locked in here for this episode and the following episode so you can get all of this keynote. Now, today we're walking through a keynote from our founder and CEO of Think Media, Sean Cannell. He's the best-selling author of the book YouTube Secrets. He's my co-host here on the Think Media show. And this keynote, I would say, is one of the best he's delivered. In this episode, we're going to walk through some of the big social media trends that you need to be aware of. And as we know, there are challenges for content creators. But in this episode, we're going to be sharing with you, when you know the right tools and the right strategies, how you can be winning online. So stay locked here with your pen, your notepad. If you're driving, turn the volume up because you need to listen. And let's get into our first part of this session.
In this training, we're going to talk about the 4 business and marketing trends that you need to know. This is like the online video state of the union. We're going to talk about the huge opportunity and major challenges that you must overcome right now. We're going to talk about how to kill overwhelm and create profitable content in less time. And we're going to talk about how to eliminate time wasters and get laser focused on the right things that actually grow your business and generate cash. And so let's dive into these 4 business and marketing trends. You know, a lot's happened in the last couple years. This is some new data and some new stats, and I have 4 of them. And the first one is this: video is king. It's good news that you're at Grow with Video. Video is king. And you know, this is confirmed. This is what Forbes said. In 2022, video is where we all need to be. Look at the person next to you and say, you're right where you need to be. It's what Forbes said. This is true. Listen to this. In 2022, 82% of global internet traffic will come from video streaming and downloads. Video is king. Now, this stat right here, 500 hours of video content is being uploaded to YouTube every minute in 2022. And here's the thing, as we go through these trends, I actually have, we're going to be identifying some good news. We're also going to be talking about some bad news, because I hope you get hyped at this conference. You know, I hope that, we're going to get on an emotional high. It's a conference. Cool. And I actually love that. I'm ready to dance and party with the best of them. But I actually want to give you solid substance, and we need to face reality. That's what leaders do. They face reality, but with unshakable optimism. And so we're going to talk about some of the good news and the bad news. And 500 hours of video content being uploaded to YouTube every minute in 2022 is actually kind of bad news. All right? This is the truth. Competition continues to increase. And I know you feel it. This is a 2022 world. It's harder to stand out than it ever has been before. But here's the good news. The demand for good content is skyrocketing. Let me prove it to you. The average hours of online video watched per week. If you're watching online, look at the screen. If you're in the room, look at the screen. Notice how since 2018 to 2022, every year it goes up. And this is an average across all humans, that every year more people are watching more content. So even though there's more competition, there's more demand. And listen to this, the demand for video content is increasing. 54% of consumers want to see more video content from a brand or a business that they support. And so people want you to be creating video. But here's the second trend. YouTube is ruling the kingdom. Yeah. 2.3 billion monthly active users are on YouTube right now, and YouTube is still the king of the hill in the video world. However, here's the big three, and here's the data. Number one, it's YouTube. Number two, it's Instagram. And number three, it's TikTok. 4, the share of digital video consumption. And so you can look, Snapchat is still a major player for the younger generation, and Facebook is still in the game a little bit, but YouTube is definitely the leader. Here's the good news. YouTube is healthy, growing, and the most profitable channel to establish your brand. But trend number 3, short-form video is coming for the throne. And there's some competitors that are pretty close to YouTube right now. 60% of all videos published on the internet in 2020 were under 2 minutes long. Who here is creating short-form content? Wave at me, raise your hand. Awesome. Yeah, and TikTok users now spend more time on TikTok than on Instagram and Facebook. It's something around 36 minutes a day. Facebook video consumption is like 32 minutes. And so TikTok has just been exploding. In fact, 40% of Gen Z spends more than 3 hours a day on TikTok. Wow. Parents are like, oh, shoot, that's what my kids are doing. That's 3 hours a day, dude. That's like a long time. That's a lot of TikTok, especially anybody TikTok watchers here, especially like you're in that feed, they're 10 seconds each, like you're just droning on, just TikTok. That's what's happening, man. And this is big news that TikTok just announced. TikTok is exploring their first program of sharing ad money with some creators. And they're actually going to be paying 50% of the money generated from some advertising right now to top creators and creators that have over 100,000 followers. But this just shows us that TikTok is gunning for YouTube. This is Game of Thrones, man. Everyone's fighting to be king of the hill. Do I think that YouTube is threatened? No, but I think it's important that we pay attention to what is happening on this platform and these other platforms. And here's the key stat. The percentage of young US digital video viewers who watch video on Instagram and TikTok is within shouting distance of YouTube. So here's the bad news. Those who ignore short-form video will suffer the consequences. It's true. Listen, I'm still all for long-form. I think long-form is where the impact is. And we're going to be exploring all of these at this event, but we have to be embracing short form. In fact, the good news is those who embrace short form video will multiply their impact. Here's what we've been doing at Think Media. You know, some people call me a boomer. I'm actually a millennial, but as my beard started to get a little bit gray, I don't know if you ever read your, comments. You should probably avoid your comments just on the internet. They're kind of a dumpster fire, right? You get somebody telling me just like, they're just like, dude, why do you have the face of a boy but the beard of an old man? Literally, this is every day, Thanks. I really needed to wake up hearing that, right? And so I'll be honest with you, I now have been doing this. It's crazy. I've been doing video for over 20 years. I started for my local church in 2003. And so it could be easy to get set in our ways. And I want to talk to us if you've been doing it a certain way. It's like, oh yeah, YouTube's my jam or whatever is my jam. Facebook is my jam. And it's all cool. But sometimes I'm to the place where I'm like, man, I got to learn a new thing. Man, I got to start a new platform. Really? And I never thought I'd be that guy, but now I'm kind of like, I'm just like, I know YouTube, like, do I want to do this TikTok thing? And so thank God that Steph DeSelvo joined the Think Media team. He's one of our editors. He's all into, NFTs. In fact, Gary's going to be here tomorrow night. Steph just got back from VCon. And he started a TikTok. He didn't even tell me. Like just unsanctioned activity happening at Think Media. It's anarchy here. It looks like we have it all together when, maybe from the internet. It's crazy. And so he just starts a TikTok. I don't even know the login to our own TikTok, right? And literally from just repurposing, check it out, repurposing our long-form videos into short-form videos. In a few short months, we've grown to over 41,000 followers in TikTok. Like just organic reach. Now, you could do this a lot better. After lunch, we're going to be learning better strategies than this. But here's kind of the lesson. I want to encourage you, whether you kind of feel like you're ready to learn new things or you feel kind of settled, we got to be open to new possibilities. We got to be open to reinventing ourselves. We got to be open to adapting our strategies. And I know that's why you're here, but short form gives us a major opportunity. We started posting some of these same repurposed videos on my Instagram Reels, and they're getting between 2 to 50,000 views. But here's the really cool thing. YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts, a lot of us probably know about it, but it's a brand new, right, offering that YouTube has put out there to compete with other short-form platforms like TikTok and Instagram, and the fact that you could also do Facebook Reels, and LinkedIn's adding Reels, and my beard's getting grayer as I think about every platform we need to. But YouTube Shorts receive 15 billion views daily. So here's all we do. We actually make vertical videos, and we spread them across YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram, and we use them in multiple places. In fact, one of the biggest strategies we're going to be talking about is how you can work smarter and not just harder. How you can have a better system and have processes to help you ultimately distribute your content with less stress and less overwhelm. But this brings us to trend number 4, and it's this. The digital gold rush is here. The digital gold rush is here. Signal Fire released a report on the creator economy, and they discovered this, that being a content creator is actually the fastest growing type of small business. That's crazy. I remember I grew up in a small town. I grew up in Marysville, Washington, Arlington, Washington, an hour north of Seattle. And I remember I would go to Subway. Anybody love Subway? Come on, give me one of those meatball subs. Come on, just packed with, it's not even real meatballs, you know? It's packed with sugar, you know, just the bread. Okay, you know you can open like a Subway franchise. It's like a type of small business. You can start a franchise. And think about that. Maybe you go get a small business loan, right? You go down to the bank. Maybe you open a coffee shop. If you come from the Northwest, you probably like coffee. Starbucks, we got coffee, espresso stands on every corner. And in fact, I met my beautiful wife, Sonia. She's a Starbucks barista. Yeah. And so you can think about, you open up a coffee shop. You maybe have to lease some space, buy some signage, hire a team. You have to, get the register, get the coffee. And the average small business, right, is not profitable for 16 to 24 or even 36 months. This is what it means to be an entrepreneur and start a business. Well, we are living in an era now where you could start a business from home as a creator, where you could start an online business. And this is now a fact that starting a creator-based business is the fastest growing type of small business. Influencer Marketing Hub revealed that 2 million global content creators make 6 figures right now. 2 million. And Forbes predicts this, and this is good news that you came to Grow a Video Live or that you're joining us online, is this report that they wrote about the creator economy, that over the next 7 months in 2022, they predict that there's going to be 5x growth in the market size of the creator economy. Over the next 6 months. So where you're sitting right now is absolutely incredible, because if you get this information and you take action on this, like there's a wave coming. This isn't hype. Right now, the creator economy is valued at $2 billion, with estimations that it could grow to over $104 billion by the end of the year. Man, it's time to get positioned. Man, it's time to get focused. Man, it's time to get your game right, your strategy on. Come on, your mind right, your mindset right, your content strategy dialed in. 5x growth. You're not going to get 5x growth in the stock market right now. You just got 5x loss in your Bitcoin account. Come on, it's time to lean into the creator economy, right? But here's one of the facts that was kind of startling. 200 million people are actually earning money from digital content creation. 200 million have earned money. The internet has sent them money via wire transfer, check in the mail, or connecting their AdSense account in whatever way you're getting your money from Amazon Associates or your e-commerce Stripe account, like whatever. 200 million, but here's the bad news. 68% of part-time creators earn less than $1,000. But here's the good news. With the right skills, strategies, and business model, you can thrive. And if you've earned $1 online, even if you haven't earned $1 yet, the good news, especially though if you've earned $1, is we can turn that into 10. And then we could turn that into 1,000. And then we could turn that into 1,000 a month and 10,000 a month and whatever goal, because with the right skills that you're gonna learn, the strategies and business model, you can thrive.
Well, I hope that you got value out of the first part of this session. And in the next episode, we're going to be diving into even more. We're going to be giving you 2 questions that Sean asks that are going to really help unlock the next phase of your YouTube journey. Now, if you didn't hear, you can go to 21videotips.com. That's your next move if you want to get more information on video marketing just like this. We had some incredible speakers like Patrick Bet-David and Alex Hormozi sharing some of their most valuable tips that they've not shared anywhere else. And you can get all of that and more inside of the 21videotips.com. So go there right now to get your free downloadable resource and that entire free masterclass. Now, every single week, we love to shout out someone from our Think Media community. And normally we read your reviews that you leave over on Apple iTunes. But did you know that our podcast is actually featured over on YouTube as well? We release a brand new episode every single Tuesday, but we have exclusive content that's only available over on the YouTube channel. So if you've not been there yet, I want to encourage you to go there also. Today comes from Ukulele Zen, a comment left on a recent episode with Omar El-Takori and Nolan Molt from the Think Media team. And he said, "This is a great episode. Omar and Nolan would be wonderful to have again. Thanks for all you're doing to help content creators around the world." Well, Ukulele Zen, thank you for leaving that comment. And thank you for letting us know that you liked that format with other content creators here on the podcast. And I assume that Omar and Nolan will come back at some point here on the show. Thank you so much for being a part of what we're doing here at Think Media. We're so encouraged by reading your comments on the YouTube channel and your reviews over on Apple Podcasts. It means the world to me that you would take just a moment out of your day to let us know that this free content is helping you. Thanks so much for listening, and make sure you tune in for the next episode so you can get the second half of this amazing keynote. We'll see you soon.